I'd like to say a word about necks in general. The standard neck on the Buzz Feiten guitar is called the Nashville Fat Carve. It's the neck that I personally play. However, all Buzz Feiten guitars are available with sort of a Stevie Ray Vaughan size and shape, which is, sort of a classic C shape, vintage C-shaped neck. So all Buzz Feiten guitars are available in either the Nashville Fat Carve, which is my personal favorite, or the standard C carve. We use machine bone nuts on all our guitars, and the string spacing is actually offset slightly towards the bass side, which is a trick that many pro players have known for years, that to buy yourself a little extra room when you're soloing above the 12th fret and bending strings up here, to buy even a little bit more real estate up here, they cheat the whole string spacing over slightly towards the bass side. So we designed that into the nut. I don't think I mentioned yet about the radius on all Buzz Feiten guitars is 14-inch. And that's the fingerboard radius. And I do that because I found that the 12-inch radius was just a little too curved for me. And especially when you're soloing high above the frets, high up on the neck above the 12th fret, sometimes it's hard to get access to, especially the bass strings. So, and it's also much easier to bend. So, as I'm sure you've experienced, a lot of players have experienced the string choking out when you're going for a bend, especially a whole step or above. A lot of times you'll choke the string out if you have a tighter radius neck like a 12, a 9, or a 7 1/4. Once again, it's a headstock adjust. It's got the Buzz Feiten neck pickup, which is also hum canceling, as are all the pickups on Buzz Feiten guitars. All of our necks have a truss rod, a headstock truss rod adjustment. One of the most frustrating things as a player, and I'm sure a lot of other players can identify with this, is having to loosen the neck bolts in the back and crank the neck on the guitar up and stick a screwdriver in there and immediately gouge a big hole in the pickup and a big hole in the body right there when you're trying to adjust the neck. So we don't do that. We put the truss rod adjustment on the headstock, which, by the way, all the truss rods on Buzz Feiten guitars are two-way adjustable, both positive and negative. So you can either increase the positive curvature or decrease the curvature. Once again, our necks are all quarter sawn. They all have some type of figure on the fingerboard. A lot of times it's flame, a lot of times it's bird's eye. But I love that look, so you can always expect something that looks really pretty as far as the neck on a Buzz Feiten guitar.